Alright guys, there's not much light, but I'm going to show you for the tank assembly. It is pretty universal for every tank. We have two pieces. This is a bypass, and this is an adapter so that we can put our pipe to the system. And we are using 3/4 PEX. Okay, there are 3 connections here. This is our drain. This is our drain. This is our brine tank line. And then this is where that bypass is going to go. Okay, then this is the brine tank. We can set this up real quick. There's one black tube that comes with it. There's a hole on the side here. So this tube is literally just going to be pushed in. And go directly onto this line. There's a cap. Put the cap on, and that's all done. That we can set aside. And we will fill that with salt later. Okay. Now, we're going to do the bypass first. These 2 pieces you don't need. Okay, number 1 is we always want to have that lube. So we have 2 elbows in here. Alright, these are going to connect to this. To set this up, there are instructions. But you're going to put this piece on first. And take this plastic ring. You want to be very careful you don't snap this, or else it's going to be a long drive probably to go get a new one. Okay, we're going to slide that all the way back. That'll snap in, and then we put the rubber piece on, and that's done. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing to the next one and show you how to connect them. Okay, we have these 2 set up now. You can see those are all set up. Now we need to put on the adapters to go to our 3/4 PEX speed pipe. So I'm going to use this putty. I find this to be the best on any plastic fittings. Get a nice coating on there. And then we are literally just going to hand tighten the 3/4 to 1 inch connector. Okay, everything's straight, it's not cross-threaded, so that's good to go. The next step is to get some lubricant, and we're just going to put that around this little O-ring. Now that that's done, I'm just going to push that into the bypass and hand tighten this. Just hand tighten it. No need for a wrench. Alright, so that's all set up. We're just going to repeat the process with the other one, and I'll show you how to put it onto the tank. Alright, this is all set. Same thing here. We're just going to put some lube on these O-rings. And then this is good to go on the system. So let's just push that in, and then while you're holding it, you're going to hand tighten these the exact same way you did the other ones. Alright, all done. Now our tank is almost set up. The only thing we have is this brine line. So we're going to take this piece off. That'll allow us to pull this out. We're going to put this piece to the side. And we are going to do the same thing with this. So this is a different sized adapter. This is 3/4 to 3/4. That was 1 inch to 3/4. So same process here. And then we're going to hand tighten this. Just make sure not to miss the threads. Okay, that's all tight. Pop that back in. Clip that red one on, and our tank is now all set up. Next step is to cut into that water line. Alright, so our outlet is set up. You can see that comes under, around and up. This is now going to be the inlet. This is water coming in. Plug that in. It's going to fit into the shark bite. And then we just push that in. And we're all set up plumbing to the system. Other than that, we just have to do the drain, which is going to be the sump pump over there. And we'll test this and be all done. Alright guys, so the whole home system is set up. This is the Softener Carbon combo. Alright, the time has just been set. You just hit set clock. It is 5:11, so that's all set up. Other button is next to see your gallons remaining. Next, back to the time. What we're going to do is a manual regen. But really quick, this is the tank. Remember, this is the drain. That drain is running along the wall. It is going straight into the sump pump. This is the inlet. So this is your main valve. Water's on right now. Comes up, comes over here, comes down and up into the system, filters through the system. Then this is the outlet. That's going to go back up. We have a hose bib on that to drain. Goes all the way up back into the house. And the only other connection is your brine line. So that's going to run down into the brine tank, which we have 2 bags of salt in there. Okay, so that is all ready to go. Now we're going to do a regen to test the system, make sure everything's working okay. So we're going to hold that for 3 seconds. And then if we need to switch cycles, we're just going to hit regen again. It's going to start with a backwash. So we want to come over here. We can see how that water is draining. And all we want to do is make sure that that isn't going to go anywhere, because it does have some pressure.